Argon Asset Management is an African investment management firm with global standards. Since we started operating in April 2005, we've been crystal clear about what it is we want to achieve, and this is investment success on behalf of our clients. There are a number of us that came together, essentially black investment professionals who've been in the industry for many years and who built certain profiles and reputations, and we saw an opportunity to participate in the space, particularly as our society was normalizing. We believe that in a dynamic environment such as the one we operate in, diversity is key and that it can be a source of advantage. We've certainly embraced this as a firm. Our team is diverse across disciplines, it's diverse across experience. It's firstly made up of individuals who believe will make a meaningful contribution towards our attainment of our ultimate goal, which is the creation of a premier world-class African investment management firm. Secondly, there are individuals whose value systems closely match or resemble that of the firms. Lastly, they'll be able to function in a team environment that is intellectually demanding and stimulating. That's a dynamic environment, so we test ourselves and test the quality of debate, quality of inputs that we put on the table. That's very important. Ultimately, that it is from those debates, those inputs that we put together convictions on which we build client portfolios. It's ultimately what clients choose us for, so you've got to get it right. This combined with the entrepreneurial setting which the firm provides allows our people to flourish. Ultimately, the type of person that does well here is a person that is intellectually curious, they're passionate about serving, they are energized and self-driven, they're professional and dedicated. But also, what we've come to over the years appreciate differently is the importance of the softer skills. It is an ideas environment, so your ability to relate with others is very important. Your ability to communicate with others is very important. Often, people want to focus just on the technicals, but actually it's the softer skills that get an organization ticking. There are a number of pillars that uphold what we do towards attainment of our ultimate goal. Number one, we're an African firm with global standards. We strive to deliver beyond the benchmark. Ultimately, why anybody will choose us is because we are a wealth generating partner. The third pillar is recognizing the value of relationships with clients and the broader stakeholder community. We recognize as a fourth pillar that without trust we have not got those relationships. So we spend a significant amount of time and effort into developing our relationships and thereby the trust. The fifth pillar recognizes that our environment is increasingly a global one, fast moving, so you have to be adaptable. So transformation is an important part of that. So the organization must be able to adapt or transform itself rapidly. There are a number of things that make us unique. I think for starters, just our whole focus on leadership development. It's essentially a business proposition. It's a non-negotiable. We've got to be developing our people all the time. That's a base on which the future rests. That's a base on which client success, which is ultimately investment success, rests. So we have to get it right. Our engagement of people, very different approach to what is commonplace in the asset management space. I think that's key. We are active members of our community. We're very mindful of what our responsibilities are with respect to community development, and I think that's very different as opposed to a pure commercial enterprise with some social responsibility program. Community responsibility and consciousness is rather at Argon a part of what we do all the time. As an owner-managed firm, we also benefit, or we benefit only when our clients benefit. We co-invested in the same strategies as our clients, so we benefit only when clients realize investment success in their portfolios. There's no better alignment of interests. So it's commercial, on commercial terms, as well as investor terms. We recognize largely that without clients, we are not in business. So it's very important that we engage clients in a particular way, and I think that the way we do it is also very different.